Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Mamapreneur podcast. My name is Robin. I am your fabulous hostess with the mostest, and welcome to episode 71 of the Mamapreneur podcast, aka my national holiday episode. For those who do know me or don't know me, my birthday was 2 days ago, and I said, why not do the birthday show with the bang, honey? Yes, hold on. Yes, so thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Mamapreneur podcast on my birthday week. We are in for a treat tonight. I got some amazing ladies. Get your pen, your paper, your notes section together because we got some amazing, talented ladies all hailing from the DFW area. First show in a while, we've had everybody from Dallas, Fort Worth on. And so I cannot wait to you guys get to know more about them, their stories, their journeys, their why, and why they are fabulous and why you should work with them, period. All right. For my newcomers who are new to the Mamapreneur platform, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome. Welcome to the fun world of Mamapreneur and the Mamapreneur podcast. It's a crazy tribe to be a part of, but we like to have a little fun while taking care of business. So, shout out to my buddy, my right-hand gal, Kesha Kesh, CEO of Power Team. Thank you, Boo, for 71 episodes. Rocking with you, girl, for a little over 3 years now. Thank you, sis. All right. So, to my fabulous audience, before I get to what I got to say in my amazing ladies tonight, I always put you to work every show. Again, tonight is no different. So whether you're watching us live or watching the replay, you have the same instructions. All right. So first things first, type in the comments whether you're listening or watching us from LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube. I want you to type in where you're tuning in from. What city are you tuning in from? Type that in the chat for me. Also, if you are a business owner in the audience, we're going to network in the audience. So I would love for you to put your business link, social media, website, YouTube, if you have a podcast, whatever, post that in the chat. Let's network amongst each other in the audience. We have people that listen and watch from all over. And so, hey, you never know, your business, your podcast, your coaching business, whatever, may be something that someone may need your services for. So you got to always talk about it. I talk about it often. Nobody's going to know about your business until you talk about it, even in this particular setting with the podcast. Okay. So let us know where you're from. If you have a business, type your business in the chat. And lastly, make sure you're sharing the live broadcast or sharing the replay. I do drawings after every show. So I always have some great goodies, but you must share the live broadcast or the replay and type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. And I will get with whoever our winners are after our live broadcast. Okay? So share. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you have a business, tell us the name of your business. I want to know. I love meeting new entrepreneurs, meeting new people and other fellow entrepreneurs. So yeah, put that info in there. All right. Also, this is an engaging show. So if you are feeling something I am saying, if you want to tell me happy 21st birthday again, you can put that in the chat. If you are agreeing with something someone is saying tonight, put that in the chat. If you have a question for any of our guests that you want to ask live, put that in the chat so they can answer you live. We are live in living color over here at the Mamapreneur podcast. All right. So tonight's show is being sponsored by Sharon Yates. She is the owner of Creative Mouse Studio. She is the e-commerce wizard behind Creative Mouse Studio, a freelance powerhouse and minority female-owned business. She prides herself on being a business mentor of WooCommerce to help people that are troublesome with that subject and to help freelancers head off overworking and underpaying problems. For a discovery call, you will head over to creativemousestudio.com. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Sharon is awesome. All right. A few announcements before I get to my ladies. Make sure that you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. We are on our road to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. And I post all things Mamapreneur. So you want to be updated on all things Mamapreneur, you must subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right. Also, now booking guest spots for the end of this year into early 2025. Can you guys believe that 2025 is literally around the corner? We're going to be in August as of next week. This year is literally flying by. I felt like January was just here. That's a whole nother story. Okay. So head over to my Instagram page where I have my Calendly link. Or you can shoot me a direct message if you want to know more info on how to be a guest on the Mompreneur podcast. And just like these ladies tonight, you get to come on and have all the fun. And this platform is a great way to get your brand out there to new eyes and ears. And we're building community at the same time. I like to let people know that this platform is not your traditional podcast. We're building community and we're collaborating over here. It's just not a one-time thing with this platform, okay? So, also, I have 2 events coming up in the month of August. As you guys know, I love doing webinars. I've been doing webinars since November, and they have been so cool to do. And I love when I see people that have come to my webinars actually execute what I've shown them. I'm like, pat on the back, little pat on the back, or the shoulder in this case, pat on the shoulder. Okay. So August 6th, I am hosting the live engagement Secret to Business Growth webinar. We are in the age of going live. Guess what? We're live right now. Okay. I know some people, they're scared to go live. I know some people just, it's not a thing. They don't think they're going to reach people. But do you know that you can reach more people in a live setting? Going live on Instagram, going live on YouTube, going live on LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. So that's what this webinar is about, giving you some tips and tools on how to get out of that shy or get out of that comfort zone. A lot of times stepping outside of that comfort zone, there's the blessing on the other side of that. And sometimes that may be going live. So it's okay to go live in your business. I know some people, they go live daily. I know some people, they do it once a week, but you have to start. This show has been live all 3 years. Guess what? I was nervous as hell going live. Guess what? 71 episodes later, we are live. We are growing the brand and the platform, and that's okay. It gets better with time. No one goes into going live like I'm a pro. No, it takes time. And that's what this webinar on August 6th is about. Link has been posted, and I'll also post it again in the chat. So join us. I give gifts virtual or in person. So you never know what blessings on the other side. All right. My next event for my Tarrant County ladies, that's Fort Worth, that's Arlington, that's Mansfield, my Denton County girls, Denton, Corinth, Lake Dallas, Aubrey, Savannah, all Denton County. Hey, hell, if you from Ellis County, you want to come join us over in Fort Worth. So Mamapreneur Brunch, all white brunch affair, August 24th, Fort Worth, Texas. Come join us. Be in the room. True connection happens when you are in the room. So come in your all white, honey, for brunch. Come and meet, have some meaningful and build some authentic connections. Anybody that's come to a Mamapreneur event, they have made some connections and they can vouch for that. So join us August 24th in Fort Worth, Texas. Come network, come Come connect and come collaborate. Hope to see you there in your all white ensembles. All right. All right. Before I get to my ladies, for those who are new to the Mamapreneur platform, or you've been watching me for some time, I love affirmations. I truly believe when you speak positive things will come to you. And I heard something today. So Kamala Harris been on tour, honey. And so she stopped by Zeta Phi Beta's Boule that is currently going on in Indianapolis. And the basilisk or president for Zeta Phi Beta made a good she the reporter was trying to ask her kind of somewhat of a negative question about how people felt about Kamala Harris. And I love how she spinned it. And she said, what we focus on expands. And that really stuck out today. And I feel that way when we speak certain things. What we speak on, it expands. So we have to speak positive things and put it out there. So this is the show of celebrations. We're celebrating thy national holiday. I hope you took off on Tuesday and rested for my national holiday. But when we celebrate a new year of life, I feel like it's like something new is, brewing. And so we got to celebrate those things. So I got some good old celebrations. Celebrate yourself affirmations. So if you're into that, get your pen, your paper, your notes section, whatever. Hey, we got the AI things now recording the conversation, whatever it takes at this point. Write it down. All right. So I got a few. All right. I am excited for the new opportunities and adventures this chapter will bring. I am excited for the new opportunities and adventures this chapter will bring. I will celebrate all wins, big or small, in my life and in business. I will celebrate all wins, big or small, in my life and in business. I will celebrate my unique strengths and talents. I said a little something like this last show, that you have the secret sauce. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Celebrate that. I will celebrate my unique strengths and talents. No one can be you but you, because you are awesome, just as God created you to be. Hopefully that touched somebody today. All right. I will embrace my journey and celebrate my growth. So you will celebrate your journey, whatever that journey is, in business and in life, and celebrate your growth. I am proud of the courage that I show in pursuing my dreams. You should be proud of the journey you should be proud of the courage that you have to pursue the dreams that you've put out there, that you're actually doing it. A lot of times people talk about things that they would like to do, but are you actually pursuing those dreams? You're actually taking action. Are you actually executing those dreams today? And lastly, I deserve to be honored, loved, appreciated, and celebrated in this season. You deserve to be honored, loved, appreciated, and celebrated in this season. That's it. All right. That's it for affirmations. Hope you guys enjoyed those. I was about to say, girl, what a clap. Okay. All right. You can bring Y'all hear me?
Looks like we may have lost our fearless leader. There
There
she
we go.
is.
I'm like, where did I go? All right. Let's try that again. The joys of being live. All right. So I got some bad girls on tonight. So my first victim that I'm going to give a hard time to tonight is not hard time, it's love. Her name is Christy Moe. Christy Moe is one of my Jackie of all trades that is on tonight. She's in the mortgage industry. She's a business coach. She does copywriting. She's an ambassador for a skincare line where she has traveled to today to be a part of their conference. She is the CEO of the Cohesive Confidence Connection, helping women find confidence in mortgage, business, and brand strategy, and loving their skin and identity from within. And I'm gonna kind of, paraphrase a little bit. And I like to call Christy the best accountability partner ever. Christy and I met through another Facebook group and we've connected, and it's been the coolest thing ever just to be connected to you. So, everyone, I would like to introduce to you Christy Moe.
Hello.
I love it. So, Christy, tell everyone about you and just you're amazing. So, tell everybody why you're so amazing. Go.
Oh, wow. Well, I firmly lean toward the optimistic side of life. If there is a challenge, I will face it head on, headstrong, and stubborn. I own that completely. But I love creating new ideas. I love connecting with new people. I love networking. I love creating strategy and maximizing every opportunity that I have been provided. And there's been a lot. So I'm a lifelong Texan, grew up in Houston, attended college at Baylor University, Sick'em Bears, and love sports. My guy and I are both Baylor alumni, and we follow them religiously. I jumped into mortgage the first time as an HR associate, and that was back in 2005. 2009, the economy took a nosedive, and so did my mortgage opportunity there. And swore I would never do it again, which is the key word that says God is going to tell you, yes, you are. And found my way back into it in 2018. And then the best mortgage market, and now we're living in the worst. So all things say, when you are riding a roller coaster, maybe you should try a different ride. And I found that I'm a really good coach. And I love empowering women, specifically. Women entrepreneurs are my vibe. Nothing is impossible. It is I'm possible. So, strategies and getting creative and getting down and dirty and gritty and just taking on the tenacious task of making things work. And that's really what drives me. And passing that on to other people, there is no greater reward.
Yes. And I love that you have that love and that knack to help women in business, but holding us accountable. I've said the word execute a few times tonight. We can talk all day about what we want to get done, what we need to get done. I need to lose 40 pounds, but if your butt ain't went to the gym or drunk no water, stop talking about it. If you haven't ate some vegetables, don't talk about it. And I love it that you hold people accountable. She does a weekly call. I
I
think it is so
do. I do.
cool.
I have an accountability group with a group of ladies, and you know, had some family things going on recently, and haven't been present there. But I know that I'm ready to pick these things back up, and we're going to be doing that next week. But we meet every Friday at 9 a.m. Central on Zoom, and we go around the room and we list 3 items that we want to focus on for our intentions on the following week. And those are one for work or business, one for your home, and one personal health goal, wellness. Because creating that balance, we can all sit there and say we have 3 business goals that we want to work on. Great. But if you're going to focus on all business, you're not going to stop and focus on yourself. And when you don't focus on yourself, you don't focus on your family, other things start to fall off. Or if you're focusing everything on your family, nothing's happening in your business. Yeah. So if we can level the field and get you involved and connected to all aspects of life to create that personal harmony, you're unstoppable.
Agreed. I love it. Yes. Great word. Great word, Remo. Great word. Um, talk about Align.
Align. So Align is our baby brand skin company, and I am so thrilled to be a part of it. We launched last year in March. It is owned and run by 3 incredible social sales experts, ladies that have been in the industry for years, have studied it, and they were with a social selling brand where the corporate ownership changed. And when that happened, the integrity and the visibility of the company changed at that point. And they bravely stepped into their own power and created Align for us. And it is an all-inclusive, all high-end European standard skincare company. Everything is very clean. Every ingredient in every product is on the website. And we are in year 2 of our national meeting. And I'm thrilled that I'm now a part of the marketing and training committee. So I have a hands-on experience with helping to build the company and also be a great ambassador for great skincare. If you don't know and haven't looked at what's included in your skincare ingredients, I challenge you to take a deep look at that. And if you don't know what that ingredient does, go and look at that. If you have mostly water in your skincare product, you're missing out on other things. There's a lot of stuff. U.S. skincare is so far behind the European standard for skincare. I can't say enough great things about it, but everything we do is modern, it's mid-luxury, and it's minimalist. So very few products for the great results that you see on my face. I don't have any makeup on today.
You look fabulous, girl.
I just got off an airplane like 20 minutes ago.
She put the close up on you. Yes, girl. You better show off.
What we do have, we also have this red light therapy. And if you've never used red light therapy, this is a vibration tool that heats up, and you can pivot the head any way that you want it. I love it at an angle, but it activates skin with your skin touch. It smooths out your fine lines and wrinkles, which everybody loves, but it also helps with healing. If you have a blemish or an imperfection, it will help heal that, as well as lymphatic drainage.
How often would you use that? Daily?
As often as you want to.
We need to talk. I want one.
Yes, girl. I mean, I traveled with it on the airplane in my carry-on with no problem.
They didn't trip? Okay, TSA.
It's the size of a pencil.
TSA a trip sometimes. I just asking. Okay.
They are.
All right.
They are.
Thank you, Christy.
I love Align, and thank you, Robin, for this amazing opportunity to be here with all these fabulous women and yourself. And
awesome. Thank you. You stick around more.
Oh, and if you do have any questions on the Align the company, the products, or want to chat a little bit more about that, you can find me at alignwithchristy.com.
Thank you. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi tonight. Anyway, next victim, Tiffany Dickerson. Woo! So
Yay!
let me give a little shout out to Tiffany real quick. She's amazing. Tiffany was one of my pitch winners when I did a pitch competition. We had Pallavi on a few weeks back, and now we have Tiffany Dickerson. So she is the owner of Breast Choice Lactation, where she is dedicated to guiding you through every step of the breastfeeding process with compassion, expertise, and a big sprinkle of encouragement. She is currently serving Southern Dallas, Ellis, and Tarrant County families. And I cannot wait for you guys to hear more about Tiffany. Tiffany Dickerson.
Hello. So excited to be here with you guys today, or tonight rather, and just share a little bit about what I do, what my services are, and really about how we're impacting the community.
Love it. So tell everyone, how did you get started with the breast choice lactation?
So this actually stemmed, a lot of us get into lactation, I feel like, from our own struggles and our own experience. So been a nurse for 15 years, thought I knew a lot, was a NICU nurse, like when I had kids, I was like, I got this. This is going to be a piece of cake. And my own personal struggles with my oldest, that's 6 years old, really ignited a passion in me. I received so much support from the community that it was a pivotal moment. And for a lot of women, I feel like the birth of our children is a rebirth of us in a lot of ways. And that really ignited a passion in me to go on to build this supportive community that I feel like I was really lacking. Like, I was grateful for some of the support, really, that it wasn't really all encompassing, and there wasn't diversity in my field. And so I was really encouraged, and like I said, it ignited a passion in me to want to pursue my gold standard international board certified lactation consultant certification.
Come on now, you better work.
Yeah.
So breastfeeding is so interesting. I remember when I was pregnant with my son and went through a lactation class, and we had a lady. She didn't go off the books. She went complete. No, she didn't go by the book. She went completely off, and she gave a story about pump and dump. You know what I'm talking about, Tiffany?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I couldn't stop laughing because she kept saying it. She says, after you have a baby, you get to drink again. You want to drink. Mm-hmm. She says, for those that drink, you can pump and dump. And I just looked at her. I'm like, ma'am, what are you talking about? And so she goes into this story, and I'm like, okay. But she kept talking about it. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. So then, but again, besides the pump and dump story, it said to get you that to make you laugh. But it was cool to have a lactation specialist there because you don't know what to do. The baby's here. You're like, okay, I'm going to start breastfeeding, but there's more to breastfeeding than the actual feeding piece. So I love that I have you and I have another friend. This is your field. And I love that you guys focus on that. Talk about that mom that may be having issues producing milk and she's getting a little frustrated.
Absolutely. So definitely at the Breast Choice Lactation, we have a very what we call holistic approach to things. So oftentimes it's reassurance and just detective work, right? Like sometimes some parents think that they have a low supply or they're worried they have a low supply when really it might just be their bodies just adjusting and just having a very natural down regulation, which happens for most women. So that's usually around 6 to 8 weeks when hormones come back into play that, you know, can kind of get you pregnant again a little bit. So when those hormones shift, the body just has a natural down regulation. But for so many of our parents, especially in the US, they're re-entering the workforce and they're, you know, it's stress. It's a lot of things going on. And they're like, oh my gosh, my milk supply has dropped. But oftentimes that's not always the case. So part of my job is like being detective and really finding out, is that really the case? Is something going on? Are you staying hydrated enough? So we're really trying to pull back those layers. Sometimes I'll even work with providers, especially midwives, get some labs. Like, let's see, has something changed? Is something hormonally going on? And we get down to the root cause of it, and we try to correct it.
Love it. Love it. Talk about breastfeeding and postpartum,
Yeah.
because I think that can kind of
Absolutely. Absolutely. So my philosophy on that is postpartum is forever. Really. You think about it. We talk about the rebirth of us and the changing of us, and most of us that are identify as either mothers or parents, it's a completely changing, a life-changing experience, and we're never really the same person anymore. And so just acknowledging and holding space that postpartum is forever, and having that partner support, and really educating that partner on what postpartum conditions look like. So they're our closest set of eyes. So if I'm working with a family, I'm asking that partner, or I'm educating that partner on what it looks like. Like, what is postpartum anxiety? What does postpartum depression look like? Because they're the main set of eyes that might pick up on it when we're not around.
Got it. Got it.
Supportive community in a village like that. We all need that village.
I love that. And I think that what you do is great, because it takes it beyond the hospital. Hospital can only do so much.
Absolutely.
So you take it beyond that.
Yeah.
So I love that piece of what you do. And lastly, I'm asking this for someone who's actually pregnant.
Yes.
When and how should they start weaning their baby from breastfeeding? So she's asking for when that time comes.
Okay, so actually, it's the recommendation now is actually 2 years. So it's really a personal choice. It used to be 1 year. It recently changed to now the AAP recommends 2 years of exclusive breastfeeding. There's still benefits beyond the 1 year. So that's completely a personal choice. Sometimes it's baby led, and the babies are like, I'm done. Toddlers self-wean. And sometimes that's more parent led. But whatever the approach is, we usually try to take a very gentle approach to that, so that everybody can be just weaned gently.
Okay. That's great. Thank you, Tiffany. Stick around. More to come. More to come.
Yes. But we're here serving the Dallas-Fort Worth area and Dallas, Tarrant, and Ellis County. You can find me most active on Instagram. Catch me at Breast Choice Lactation. And we're out in the community offering comprehensive services, one-on-one, give you that personalized touch. We'll come into your house. We'll support you internationally, anywhere, virtually. And then we can also support you in our office space in DeSoto.
Come on now, DeSoto. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you for having me, Robin.
Awesome. Isn't she amazing? Give her some hand claps. She's amazing. Okay. Next is the amazing Leslie Catlett, the Penmanship Lab. Right off the bat, I love a business with a good name, good, catchy, cute name. And so when I met Leslie, the name of a business right off the bat, I love. So she is the owner of the Penmanship Lab, where she is dedicated to empowering children with the essential skills of handwriting and fine motor development skills, setting stage for triumph and lifelong success. Currently serving grades pre-K through the 8th grade. Ladies and gents and ladies, Leslie Catlett.
Good evening, everyone. Happy to be here.
So glad you're here, Leslie. I feel like I just talked to you, and now the time has come. Leslie, talk about the journey of you getting started with the Penmanship Lab and just kind of the why behind it.
Sure. I'm an occupational therapist with over 14 years of experience, and I'm also, I should say, not anymore. As of yesterday, I hung up my hat, but a homeschool mom.
Okay.
And so as a homeschool mom, I saw my youngest son in kindergarten. He was struggling a little bit to read. And I knew with my background that the foundation to literacy was handwriting. So I implemented handwriting into my handwriting curriculum. My homeschool curriculum. And that's where the Penmanship Lab basically evolved. And I also noticed within the educational system, the trend of the amount of students that were entering into the special education system, and it's been trending upwards since 2012. And so that signified the importance or the reflection of the growth of dyslexia and neurodiversion and dysgraphia. And I knew that the schools could not handle or meet the needs of those students alone, in addition to the parents and their busy schedules and just being overwhelmed. And so then that's why the Commission Lab was formed.
Amazing. Amazing. So, with the clients that you currently service, are they local here in DFW, or can you take people from anywhere?
I can take people from anywhere. A lot of my students I actually see are virtual, and I get the question all the time, well, how can you teach penmanship on the virtual setting? And it's just a lot of visual and verbal cues, as well as implementing modern technology within my curriculum.
Okay. I know we talked a little bit about cursive writing,
Right,
where they took that out of schools.
right.
Talk about kind of adding that into the fold, as far as being more, I guess, having that practice to be able to write in cursive for the students. Because my son, I had to kind of low key teach him because they weren't teaching that in schools.
A lot of people don't know or realize that when you write in cursive, you're using both sides of the brain. And so in addition to that, you don't have to pick up your pencil. So you don't have to necessarily think about the number of strokes that you have to make because it's more fluid. And so it's really important that the students learn both print and cursive, just because they can have that option in addition to be able to sign something for their signature as well. And again, it's just a lot of times for boys, it's easier. It's more fluid, and again, using both sides of the brain, and it's just easier for them to do.
Okay. And evaluating someone's handwriting and seeing where they kind of need work. How do you do that? I know it's a case by case deal, but how are you able to kind of determine that when someone is first coming on?
So we're kind of seeing if there's avoidance in handwriting. And it may be due to just not having formal instruction in general, but I'm looking at letter formation, sizing, placement, in addition to how your posture is when you're sitting. Does your hand hurt? What's your pencil grip look like? All those things are important as far as handwriting goes.
And then how do you measure that with time? Is your program a certain amount of time? 3 months?
It just depends. It just depends. So when I do the evaluation, I say, based off of what I'm seeing, this is how many sessions you need. But in addition to that, I'm asking you to complete 5 to 10 minutes of homework outside of sessions. So then I'm seeing the carryover from the session to session. And then depending on whether you're keeping up with that homework, we will need to prolong, and are you catching on to the instructions that I'm giving you in addition to that practice?
Something I read about motor skills, how it can impact your handwriting. And I just thought that was interesting because I wouldn't have thought immediately right offhand that your motor skills can impact that.
Correct. So, especially the larger motor skills. We need to develop what we call gross motor, the large muscle motor skills first before we get to the fine.
Yeah, learn something new every day. I just thought that was interesting.
So riding a bike, going to the park, playing, those are helping with your gross motor skills that will in turn help with your fine motor skills for handwriting. So it's just not just about sitting down, tracing letters on a piece of paper. All the things are involved, whether it's, visual motor skills, working on a crossword puzzle, a maze, all those things help with those handwriting skills.
Amazing. Thank you, Miss Leslie. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. More to come with you. More to come with you. Next, my next person, Miss Natasha Boyd of Clutch VA. She is a highly skilled professional with over 10 years experience as an office manager and has a passion for serving others. She helps purpose-driven entrepreneurs manage their clients and administrative tasks so they can make a greater impact in their businesses and communities. She is everything, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear more of her story. We met at a friend of mine's mother-daughter brunch. I just talked about wanting or needing to talk to someone that is a VA and asking, shall I receive? She walks up to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, Natasha Boyd, owner of the Clutch VA. Hey, girl.
Thank you so much, Robbie. And I so appreciate you having me this evening. This is so fun.
I'm so glad that you're here. You get to come on and talk about what you do, why you're so amazing.
Yes,
So,
for sure.
a VA can do a lot of things, can have a lot
Mm-hmm.
of tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everyone, yes, you work with entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
but what is your like what do you focus on when you help
Yeah,
them?
for sure. So yes, so I'm the Clutch VA, as Robin said, and I help financial advisors, real estate agents, business coaches, business consultants. I specialize in helping them with client success management, and what that looks like is helping with onboarding, contract and invoice management. I also help them, keep a rapport with their clients. So I'm kind of like the liaison between the business owner and the clients, just to help make sure that client has everything they need, help make sure they're taken care of, and make sure they feel special and they're not just another number in the person's Rolodex. So that's a little bit of my specialty. But I also offer VIP days in which I help entrepreneurs with just ad hoc administrative tasks. So that could be setting up your email newsletter, setting up your Facebook community. That could be also organizing your email inbox, things of that nature. I love to help. So a part of my tagline is actually Romans 12, and that's to serve the Lord's people and practice hospitality. So serving others is like my love language. I love acts of service and I love to serve others as well.
Yes. And you just can see it. Even you talking to me at the event about it, I'm like, you can tell she
Yes,
loves what she does. She
yes.
is passionate about what she does. So just very grateful that we've connected. So what made you say, I'm gonna start a VA business?
Oh, so I started having children, child. So I started having children. I have two little kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I just wanted more flexibility for, to be around them, to go get them out of school if I needed to, if one of them is sick or have to go to the doctors. I just wanted more flexibility to be able to basically hang out with my children and raise my children instead of having, other people raise my children. So that was my main motivation. And then I
Mhm.
also do have an entrepreneurial spirit. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I always wanted, to do something, that was just my own, where I can earn my own money and not have to rely on, a paycheck from a CEO of a company. I want to be my own CEO. So
Yes,
that
you
was
are.
one of my main motivations as well.
Yes, you are. You are amazing. So being a VA requires you to be extremely organized.
Yes. Hmm.
What steps do you take to continuously improve your time management skills? Because you
Hmm.
just said it. Your wife,
Yes.
you're a mama to the two little childrens, not children,
Hmm.
childrens,
Cheering. Yes.
children, and you have this business. And so I know that you are doing work for multiple companies.
Mm-hmm.
How do you manage and kind of make sure that you're doing everything in a timely manner without going crazy?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because people can go crazy now, so that's why they have to hire me. So if you let my husband tell it, he'll be like, I'm annoying. So I'm a planner. I like to plan things to the T. Google Calendar is my best friend. And I would
Mhm.
say the number one thing is to time block. So all of those busy mamapreneurs out there, make sure you time block, sit time out by yourself. Take a few minutes to time block for your week or for your month or however long you can. That's very important. I love to get those notifications on my Google Calendar. Hey, it's time for this, it's time for that. So I'm not missing a beat and I know I'm exactly where I need to be when I need to be there. So
Okay.
yes, Google Calendar, prioritizing. I'm old school, so I don't only have a digital list. I also have like a notepad that I keep by my side. So I like to write out my day.
Mhm.
And it just gives me so much satisfaction just to check off those things on my checklist. Hey, girl, you did that, you did that, you did that. So, yeah,
Mhm.
so checklist, prioritizing, Google Calendar, time blocking, those are all very important things that I have to do to keep me afloat.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you, Natasha. More to come
Yay.
with you. Thank you, sis. All righty. And last but not least, honey, Miss Sherry Sutton. So Sherry, honey, that's Jackie. Jackie thought I was busy. Okay. A Jackie of all trades. So this baby here, marketing mentor, TEDx speaker, podcaster, and I like to call all around marketing genius. That's just me. With over 25 years of experience in marketing for big and small companies, as well as her own, she knows which strategies work and what doesn't. And who needs to know that? All of us. All right. Most importantly, she knows how to prioritize what matters most for your business and create a clear roadmap that helps you attract your people. More than anything, she loved watching women, crazy talented women, have an aha moment and start their marketing business like the badass that they are. Amen. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jackie of all trades that is on tonight, Sherry Sutton. Woo!
Aw, thank you for that intro. That was amazing.
You're welcome. Hold on. And so before I get to Sherry, so Sherry, I met Sherry at another friend in business, Natalia. They both had an event about marketing and branding and all the fun things, and really got to talk to Sherry, connect with her. They had an amazing training, and I'm gonna give some tidbits on to ask you a few questions on some of those things that you mentioned at the event. And so one thing she talked about is what you should be known for. Branding is everything, what you should be known for. And so she is known for her glasses. And we both have a love for fedora hats. I'm surprised she don't have on one tonight. And so we both have a love for our hats. So I'm known for hats. She's known for her hats and her cool glasses and such. All right, Sherry, tell everybody why you're so fabulous. Go.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Gosh, I don't even know how to follow up that amazing introduction, but I am a marketing mentor. I help small businesses, mostly service providers, who are in their first couple years of business and they're sick of Googling and trying to figure out what the heck they're supposed to do with their marketing, but they're not quite ready to hire an agency, and they just want somebody to tell them, like, what is the fastest path to get me to making some money so that I can fulfill my purpose in life while also making a profit, but without spending all my time on marketing, all my money on marketing, and without feeling like one of those spammy weirdos that we've all interacted with online. And so I work with people, pretty much my entire business is all one-on-one, because I believe there's a million classes out there for very specific marketing things, but not everything is right for every person. And so having done this for close to 30 years now, I've worked in lots of different industries, from small startups to online gaming. I've worked for 2 presidential campaigns. I've worked for huge international chemical companies. And so I've seen all the different types of marketing being utilized. So I really understand, based on your specific business, which types of marketing work. Because everybody instantly thinks, oh, I have to do social media. Or, oh, I have to do Facebook ads. And more often than not, I tell people not to do social media, or to do very simple social media, or just, something maybe once a week or something like that, because it's not always the best way to grow a business. So I really help people figure out and dig in on, not only what does their audience want to hear and where do they want to hear it in order to buy, but what are you comfortable saying, right? Are you comfortable doing video? Are you comfortable doing photos? What's going to be the most comfortable for you? Are you a great writer? Then let's have a blog strategy. Are you a great interviewer, right? Like you, then let's do a podcast. There's so many different options, but you really need somebody who knows which ones work and help you kind of create that plan that's designed specifically for you.
Absolutely. And your presentation that day was like, oh God, let me write that down.
Thank you. Yeah, we did a personal branding, and it's actually on my YouTube channel. If you check it out, that was growing your business with personal branding or something like that, because I believe entrepreneurship is one of the best ways for us to find our authentic selves and to really put ourselves out there as service providers, coaches, right? Everybody on this call could benefit from having a personal brand, but it can be scary. Right? It's very vulnerable to show up authentically online, or we feel like we have to like put on all these weird masks, or we have to have a script that if, and I think it can be scary. And so it's one of the things that I'm really passionate about is helping people to demystify all that fear around showing up in their marketing and help them find something that they're really comfortable with, but that also drives sales.
Absolutely. I always tell people with branding, be authentic in your branding. People automatically know if you trying too hard or if it's really you. So
yeah, people like smell BS from a mile away, right?
Yeah.
And people, this is my favorite phrase, is people buy from people. And even more so, imperfect people buy from imperfect people. And I think that's where there was a lot of kind of sales, really, I'd say 5, certainly 10 years ago, from the beginning of real digital marketing, sales, that got really spammy and got very like, let me tell you about my new blah, 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 right? As opposed to coming at business from a place of relationships and from a place of community. That's one of the things I love about your podcast is it's all about how do we support one another? How do we develop community? And that's where we can all find ways to thrive. It's not about me trying to buy from you. It's about me showing up, raising my hand to be of service, saying this is the ways that I can help you. And that's going to bring me customers way more than, well, let me give you a deal on my new blah, blah, blah.
Need some insurance?
Right.
I got some insurance for you.
Exactly.
$19.99.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Christy's face. Christy's like, Robin, oh my God. But really, but it's so true, Sherry. Oh my gosh. So talk about why having, and this is a conversation I had just had with another entrepreneur and they didn't understand the premise of it. Why having a branding strategy? Why is that so important for your business? She didn't understand that and a marketing plan. She just didn't understand why.
Yeah.
That was
I
so
think
important.
your branding is what are you all about? Right. And having a very clear view on how are you going to show up in the world? Your business, how is your business going to show up in the world? What's it going to stand for? And then how do I create both the words and the messaging, right? And the content and the visuals that help to support that.
Yeah.
So it's incredibly important because people are, you get 2 seconds to get someone's attention nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have a very clear brand, if they have to be like, wait, what value are you giving me? And why do I want to buy from you? People aren't going to separate from their time or their money. And so we have to really hit them, not literally, but you have to hit them really hard with who you are and what it means to be with you, right? Apple is a great example of that. Who Apple is the second you walk by a store, right? Anthropology is a good example. There's so many, you know a good brand when you see it because you go, oh, that's what they're about. And that's why branding is incredibly important because you have to show in a matter of seconds what you stand for. And that has to be done very intentionally, right? Like this is my office. It is all built very intentionally, right? My choice to wear green is very intentional because it is one of my brand colors, right? My entire office is designed in my brand colors because I want this constant reinforcement of, oh, right. Sherry with the red glasses, Sherry with the, whatever people need those visual cues and those vibe cues that instantly tell them why they want to buy from you.
That's a nice shirt. I just want to let you know. Vibe cues. You're welcome. That's a nice shirt. Yeah, just saying. All right. Thank you, Sherry. So question for everyone. Got one question for you guys before we close out. What are we celebrating in our business? Give me one thing that you're celebrating, you're happy about in your business, real quick. I'm gonna look at Leslie. Leslie, go.
I am celebrating my independence because I've been contracting through third parties and I have acquired 3 RFP awards, and I'm looking forward to serving the different school districts that I've received awards from. So that's what I'm celebrating.
Amazing, amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Christy Mo.
Oh gosh, what business do I want to celebrate? I am celebrating being in Scottsdale for this conference and time with these women in this company. But I'm gonna double dip here.
That's
In my
cool.
copywriting world, I found out last week that an article that I wrote is being published in a book celebrating 1 million women. I was selected out of several submissions,
That's
and
amazing.
it is the first time I'm being published in a book.
Yay. Amazing. All right, Tiffany, what are we celebrating?
I'm celebrating. I just got the notification that I got accepted into the Goldman Sachs cohort. So I'm super excited about this opportunity. And
Congratulations. Congratulations. You have been doing such great things. I've been following you even before we ended up connecting. You did the pitch competition. And so I'm just extremely happy for you. Congratulations
thank you.
on that. Being a part of a cohort, man. I said that's next on the list, just joining a
You got to
particular
do it.
cohort. But I've heard nothing but great things on Goldman Sachs. So congratulations. All right, Sherry Sutton. I was about to call you Sherry Shepherd. Jesus. Sherry Sutton. You are not Shepherd. Carry on.
You know, in my business, I'm celebrating that I just launched what I call the Purposeful and Profitable Collective. And it's for anybody who's worked with me in the past. And I've never done a group program before. I really am very dedicated to doing one-on-one, but I'm bringing everybody who I've done one-on-one with together. And we're doing connect and collaborate meetings a few times a month. I have office hours a few times a month. I have guest speakers. I have master classes that I do every month. And we have our own
Nice.
Facebook group. And it's just like, it's so nice to be creating a community of the people who I've worked with before, because I love them all. I think probably everybody in this group understands just absolutely loving your clients. So it's so fun for me to like have them all interact with one another. It's like having all my favorite people in one place.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Can't wait to see it and hear more about it and see how I can be of service to all of you. But yeah, even for that space. All righty. Natasha, what are we celebrating?
Yes, I am also a faith-based blogger as well. So I am a contributing writer with the Minority Christian Women Entrepreneurs Network. It's a mouthful
Yeah,
to
it is.
say, but I'm a contributor writing with them. So please check them out. And and I'm looking forward to collaborating and contributing to more, faith-based blogs as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Kesha said y'all got to do a birthday song. Audience, sing along the birthday song, she says.
Happy
It's that time, y'all.
Birthday to you.
Happy
Birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
You.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
you,
dear
Robin.
Robin.
happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
To
to
you.
to
Happy
birthday
you.
to ya. Happy birthday
To
to
me.
Happy birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday
ya.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday
ya.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Woohoo!
All right. The Mamapreneur Podcast Choir. They are available for bar mitzvahs, sweet 16s, divorce parties. Make sure you book them. Book them today. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for my birthday ditty. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kesha, for being the choir director in the background. Thank you all so much for coming on to tonight's episode of the Mamapreneur podcast, my birthday episode. Real quick before we close out, let everyone know how you can be followed. Christy.
Follow me at the Cohesive Confidence on Instagram.
All righty. Tiffany, how can you be followed?
Follow me on Instagram at Breast Choice Lactation.
All right. Leslie, how can you be followed?
You can follow me on Instagram at the_penmanship_lab.
All right. Natasha, how can you be followed?
Follow me on Instagram at @theclutch_VA.
All right. Sherry Sutton, how can you be followed?
Instagram or YouTube at Sherry Sutton, your marketing mentor.
Love it. And I, your hostess with the mostest, can be followed at Mamapreneur Podcast on all major platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Space, Orbit. I am everywhere. Make sure you tune in every second and fourth Thursday evening live, Central Standard Time at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'll be back in a few more weeks with some more amazing guests. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me tonight for my birthday. Y'all have a great evening. God bless.